Morning everyone, welcome back to Van House Conversions and part 3 of the library bus conversion. Just wanted to give you an update on what's been going on over the last week or so. I had a bit of an accident earlier in the week, which is why I didn't upload the video yesterday as promised. I actually fell through the floor of the library bus because I'd left a hole uncovered. But I will show you what happened in regards to that in a minute. So I'll give you a quick walk around the bus and show you what we've been doing. So it'll probably be a slightly shorter video than the last couple, as we're about to get started on the interior fit out. So this is kind of the boring bit over with, so the next few videos should be a far more transformative, you could probably say, and the bus will be beginning to sort of take shape on the inside, not just on the outside. We've still got some minor things still on the outside, like rebuilding the storage boxes. Well, I say minor, it's not really minor, it's a horrible job, but it will make a huge difference to the overall finished product. And yeah, but everything else on the outside is nearly there now, so we can move on to the inside. The only thing we are waiting for is the flue for the boiler, so not for the boiler, for the wood burner. So once that arrives, we can then fit that, and that'll be the final piece to go on the roof. We've just got to obviously make sure that it's positioned exactly right in conjunction with what's going on the inside. As you'll probably see in a minute, the roof is pretty chock-a-block now, so there's a lot of stuff up there. I'll just quickly give you a view of the bus from the outside as it sits at the moment. So as you can see, it's a big old beast. And we've actually got an IMAS boiler fitted just there, which I'll give you a close-up of in a second. You can maybe tell we've actually got some fixtures on the roof now. So this boiler is an on-demand boiler. You may have seen them before. I believe I was one of the first people to make a video of one of these a couple of years ago now. So it's an on-demand hot water boiler. This cover is normally white, which we've repainted in 2K black, the same as the paint we used to protect the new stairs. And it's a really good bit of kit. It's not the most powerful boiler in the world because it's got to meet EU regulations. So there, you know, you can't run really high pressure pumps and expect the water to come out boiling hot straight away. So, you know, there's a bit of, you know, compromise with it, but compared to a Truma, I personally think, you know, you've got far more option to have a longer shower if you set up the system correctly. You know, a Truma's only got 11 litres of hot water, which is not sufficient really for 4 people to have a shower in the morning, unless you want it to take 2 hours, whilst each person waits for the boiler to heat up again. Right, so we're up on the roof now. Obviously do my best not to fall off the ladder after what happened earlier in the week, and I will explain how that happened in a minute. So we've got 2 Max Air roof fans, one here, one there. We've got 2 Hecky 2s, so they're 960 by 650, the opening, and then obviously they're as big as they are, really. I suppose the opening is near enough 960 by 650, obviously it's slightly smaller once the shroud's on the inside. These are lovely, they've obviously got the plastic on them still, so they'll be crystal clear once that's been taken off when the bus is finished. These are the transparent Max Air roof fans. They bring in a bit more light than obviously the tinted does, which has got a very dark cover, or the white one as well actually doesn't bring in barely any light either. So there'll be one at the foot of the bed and the other is above the shower. The skylight up there will be above the galley leading up to the cab, and the bed above the cab, and the little double seating area that will be inside as well. This one will be directly above the bed, so it'll be a really lovely bed area, especially with this additional window here. So it's going to be super bright and lots of great views out the window. These 2 solar panels are made by Perlite. They're called Perlite Delta. They're 400 watt each, so there's 800 watts of solar on the roof of this bus, and that'll be coupled with a 460 amp hour Roma lithium battery, so they will really have no constraints in terms of what they can and can't use whilst they're on the road. This bus will be very off-grid capable, as all of our vans are. Just to reiterate, this whole roof, it's a little bit dusty now obviously because it's been so dry the last few weeks obviously, although it's absolutely poured down with rain the last couple of days. This roof has had 2 layers of waterproofing polymer paint. All of the rivets have been sealed up, all of the edges have been resealed. The roof has had aluminium blanking plates placed because there were skylight holes cut in all sorts of different places, so all of that has been blanked off and the roof is fully sealed now. And apart from the flue to go in for the wood burner, which is going there, the roof is done. The solar panel here is this way round because the flue of the wood burner obviously needs to go somewhere. So if we'd have put them both horizontally, the flue just wouldn't have worked where we needed it to go. So that is why it is that way round, basically. So the flue will be the highest point of the roof, so they will need to be pretty conscious of that, but I'm sure the finished product, having a wood burner, will be well worth it. Also, just quickly show you, we've put a new rear camera. The bracket that it was mounted to was really corroded and horrible, so we've sandblasted that and primed and painted it. There was also a rear wiper motor on the inside here, which has been blanked off. This is just an aluminium blanking panel that we've again painted, primed and sealed on there. The rear tail lights, as you can maybe see there, if the sun's not in the camera. So there's a rear tail light there, rear tail light there. They've been taken off, tested and resealed. And we've also taken off the old yellow horrible exterior light that was there. That's been basically, there was holes mounting it, which of course we couldn't do a huge amount about, so we put an aluminium blanking plate over it and then fixed the new exterior LED light to that. So it definitely will be a lot better than the horrible halogen light that was there before. It was all yellowed and weathered, so that had to go. Inside we've got a new window there, which originally there wasn't going to be a window here, but after having looked at the way that the van was lit with all the other windows in, it made total sense to have a window next to the double seats that would be there with a table between them for the kids to ride in when they're on the road. This is obviously a Dometic S4 hinged window with a blind and bug screen, as all of the others are. They open up nearly 90 degrees outwards, in my opinion, are the best window, especially for the way that we do our interior finish. You won't see any of this frame, so you'll have this lovely, great, window that can open all the way out and give you loads of, airflow and just lots of light and lovely views whilst they're traveling. We've got the shower tray ready to go in, which will be going in probably today or tomorrow. So that'll be going on the floor down here. We'll cut out for where the waste is going. There'll be an underbody waste tank and 40mm pipe work, so that there won't be any blockages or anything like that. We're aiming to put a 200 litre waste tank underneath the floor here where the old battery bin used to be. This is the back of the IMAS boiler. So it's a pretty nice item to fit. Obviously attaches from the outside and is sealed, and all the plumbing's on the back, and the electrical and gas feed. Right, to tell you what happened to me, I fell through the floor, which is completely my fault because I wasn't paying attention, but one of the guys was holding the holding this shroud up whilst I was fixing it in, and I had to pick something up just down the back of the bus, and this has been covered up for weeks, but this one wasn't, and I've stepped over it probably 100 times now, and it, I didn't once think to cover it. As you can see, and I mentioned in another video, we added this central bar in, which was what my downfall was really, because if that wasn't there, I probably would have just landed on the floor with my foot and would have been absolutely fine. But because we had the suspension on the highest setting, I basically put my left foot as if I was going to walk to the front of the bus, and I went straight down, and my thigh broke my fall on this bar, and I didn't even touch anything else. There's not a mark on me, but I've just cut to a picture of my thigh now. So for the faint-hearted, do look away. I wouldn't recommend you ever look, because it's rather interesting, but totally my fault. So what can you do? Be more careful probably is the answer to that one. So yeah, I should have covered it up, and I've only got myself to blame really for it. So at the time it hurt to the point I thought I might have broke my leg. So yeah, I had a couple of days of feeling very sorry for myself, but I was straight back up a ladder a couple of days afterwards, as by the looks of it, it's just an extremely bad bruise. So yeah, that was a lesson learned. Don't do that again. That was very stupid. but it does happen when you're rushing around late in the evening trying to finish something off and you're not paying attention. So always pay attention, otherwise it will bite you in the arse. Yeah, so that's where we're at currently. The next couple of weeks are going to be very transformative. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the interior fit out will be underway as the roof is all buttoned up now, and we'll obviously have the shower tray in as well, so we can start lining the floor. I'm going to be covering these 2 holes up now with their final piece of timber that will be undersealed, and yeah, we'll be getting on with the interior insulation, wiring and sort of timber structure so that we can start lining the van where necessary and really getting on with it. So yeah, thank you for watching again. Sorry I was a day late, as I did promise I would upload a video every Wednesday, but just having that full really through the week off, to be honest. Luckily we'd already done everything on the roof, so it wasn't a complete catastrophe, but yeah, it wasn't the best thing to have happened. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching again, and do leave a comment if you like the video, or if you didn't like the video. Again, leave a comment, let me know. I'd love to know why and what we could do better. If there's anything you want to see in particular, a specific area of the bus you'd like to see what we've done with, or if there's any more information you'd like, by all means reach out to us on Instagram, or leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer any questions you've got. And stay tuned for the next one. Cheers.